Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CouRage Nadeshot Show, live from Los Angeles, California. And this is an episode that I have been so looking forward to until I saw it on my calendar.
We're not live right now, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Did I say live?
You did. I didn't want you to spook our guests in case.
Oh, well, I guess, sorry. Alive. We're alive in the compound.
I feel like I'm dead inside.
Pre-recorded. Well, you've felt that way for years, Matt. We're still working on it.
Okay.
Today's guest is one of the most prolific and most viewed streamers on all of Twitch. I forgot the name of the platform for a second because I haven't streamed there in years.
You were killing it when you used the word prolific, but then you sort of lost it, but I think you recovered.
Yeah, thank you. She is an absolute business tycoon, and I have business questions for you because I need to get my money up, not my funny up. She is also... Are you the most viewed female streamer on Twitch?
According to the streamer charts, I guess so.
Gotta be.
Look at it. You know it. You can. This is a flex. You're allowed to flex as much as you want in this zone because Matt and I, we feed off that energy.
Okay.
Amouranth, welcome to the podcast. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Please, it's our pleasure. What are your first impressions of Matt and I?
You seem like an old married couple.
We'll take that. We have been living together and hanging out for an uncomfortably long time. So
It's cute.
yeah,
Thank you.
I think we're gonna do the sequel to Adam Sandler and Kevin James. What was that movie?
Where they were the
firemen and and then they got married to avoid taxes. Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry.
Okay.
That might be a good watch to watch. They aren't sponsored the podcast, but Chuck and Larry, you guys could if you wanted. Reach out. I don't know why they'd be doing promotion, but that's neither here nor there. Well, I'm glad you think of us as a married couple. And I know my girlfriend, Maddie, is very jealous she's not here for this episode. She is a big fan of yours, so I had to make sure I brought that up. And also, I'm very grateful to have you here at the compound. You got to check out the High Ground keyboards. I think you already took one with you. And
Jack, I like this product placement right at the beginning.
Well, here's the thing, Matt. She's actually an Overwatch grinder when she has, she has dropped.
Wait.
So please use the High Ground keyboard and help us.
Oh,
You're actually in the mix on Overwatch?
Yeah.
You've been playing Overwatch too?
Diva, Tracer mostly.
I think, well, I don't know. I know Tracer because that song, Let Me Be Tracer. You know what I mean? The TikTok song.
Woo, man, you are in touch. You are in touch with what the youth are singing these days.
I'm getting to my point.
Yes.
Overwatch 2, a ton of controversy around it leading up to the release of Overwatch 2. And then seemingly everybody was super excited about it. And all the negative connotation that, was revolving around this title seemingly to me went away. And people loved the game. So what have your first impressions been? I mean, are you a diehard Overwatch 1 fan? Is 2 scratching the itch?
I think that they really hit the nail on the head when they decided to make it free for everyone because now people are playing it over Valorant because let's be honest, no one wants to spend 30 minutes to play a game. 30, 40 minutes. Whoa,
dang.
13 rounds.
Hey, that's Matt's favorite game right there.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
Hold on. I mean, how long is an Overwatch game?
If you're good, maybe like 10 minutes.
When Tim's on your team,
10,
you
15
lose
minutes?
pretty quick, and it's probably about a 6-minute game.
But let me get this straight. We're knocking Valorant because the games are too long, but in Overwatch, you have a character that people play where you literally don't shoot your gun. You shoot nobody. You just run around healing people.
Oh, Mercy, first off, is an incredible DPS powerhouse.
Wow. It's gonna just diss Mercy like that. Wow.
That's also an extremely sexist thing to bring up. I am disgusted, man.
Okay. Lay off the sauce. Listen, I don't even know the game all that well. I'm just saying, like, to me, that's the best way for me to poke holes in Overwatch. You can literally play a character where you don't shoot a gun. How can you enjoy that? And I'm not trying to disrespect Overwatch. This is ignorance, all right?
Yeah.
And ignorance is bliss, but also sometimes it's not.
See, whoa! Where did we come from, Matt? This is the middle of the episode.
My house?
That is true. I didn't come from your house. Or maybe I did. I was in your backyard last night, and you didn't know it. Guys, this episode of the CouRage Nadeshot Show is brought to you by Heineken 0.0. All the wonderful flavor
It's all concrete.
of Heineken with none of the alcohol.
Where
and
were
only
you
69 calories. It's a crisp option to regulars, so you can now, I don't know, have a drink in the middle of a podcast.
There you go, Jack. All right. We're day drinking. I like it. Who knows? It could be nighttime right now. But we're drinking responsibly, and we're of age. Sound body, sound mind. You got it. I think you can take care of it. Nice job.
I got it. Thank you so much to Heineken00. Make sure to pick up some. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Tweet me a picture of you drinking some responsibly, and I'm going to follow you back. Now back to the episode. See, but you've also like never played MMOs where like the healers can swing the whole fight. It's like the most important role. I mean, you can't
the
make
most
the same...
targeted and potentially the most damage if they heal everyone who does the damage.
Yeah. And then Mercy can res. Imagine you pop off and then the other team thinks they're about to like swing the tide, and then your Mercy flies in and goes, what did she yell?
Whatever.
Justice! That's
Farah.
Oh, damn it. Well, either way, it's been a while since I played Overwatch 1. But then they res you, and now you're back, and now you're boom, boom, boom. Like, that's pretty cool.
But you don't play Mercy?
No.
Okay. All right, great.
She throws a... Diva blocks a bunch of damage and then throws her mech in as a bomb as her ultimate. And then Tracer, in my opinion, is like one of the most high skill gap.
And she's most annoying. So just flank everybody and shoot them and run away.
That sounds fun.
I've been thinking about doing a Tracer cosplay.
I've done one. I could help you.
Please. Can I actually just borrow the outfit? It'd probably be a little bit too tight on me.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Thanks.
Let me see what Tracer looks like and see if I can see.
Oh, here we go. He's going to do the thing he did. He looked up naked
Rule
Apex
34.
Legends characters last
Oh,
episode.
Loba with the
He keeps
dicky.
looking up naked video game characters.
First of all, I didn't actually look it up on the stream. Oh, I've seen this character before. This is like the main
face of
Overwatch person. All right, listen. We got to let her talk about Overwatch. I feel like we've just been...
Yeah, sorry. We've just been ranting back and forth. But I know that, you know, so much has happened for you this year, and I want to cover all sorts of different things. But ending this year, what do you think you're most excited about heading into 2023?
Ooh.
For whether it's the brand of Amouranth or you personally or everything.
Somebody made a pregnant Tracer.
Oh.
Thanks for that, Matt.
Is that what you're suggesting he dresses up as? That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, I have been trying to lose weight.
That's pretty rude.
Amouranth, excuse me, don't make fun of my wife, one. And two, when you assume you make an ass out of you and me. So please. The whole podcast is ruined. Okay. All right. So what we're excited about for 2023, what is on the docket?
I don't know if I can say.
Okay, well, we keep it hush.
There is some projects that we're working on. Some big like Twitch shows.
Ooh. You don't have to go too much detail.
It's like it's kind of game showy, but in person. So
would you be in this? You'd be hosting?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you grow up watching The Price is Right or any game shows in general?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bob Barker or Drew Carey?
Bob Barker.
I like it.
Drew Carey was good on Whose Line Is It Anyway, but not so much Price is Right.
I don't think he's that bad. I just, you can't follow up Bob Barker.
No.
But I
Legend.
respect your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your favorite game on Price is Right? There's only one right answer.
Oh my god, I think Plinko.
Oh, there we go.
I like that one.
Yeah. Come on. How do you not say Plinko?
Well, the game with the yodeler that goes up.
Oh my god. Why?
No.
I'm impressed at how much you remember Price is Right.
I mean, when I would stay home from school and during the summer, my mom, it would go Price is Right, then Jerry Springer, and then she'd mix in a little like All My Children, the soap operas, daytime soap operas. So, I mean, I would probably have seen up until Drew Carey every single episode of The Price is Right. It was always my dream to go on it, but never made that happen. It's besides the point. Okay, so you love Plinko. I love Plinko. We got some program shows coming to Twitch. Is this something that you've done before? Are you excited about it? Are you nervous at all?
Not really nervous. Last year we did Streamer Royale, and that was kind of like a mixture of like Wipeout and like agility course type of game show. And that was pretty fun, but this is completely different, and it should be really interesting. I don't think it's ever been done on Twitch before, so.
Okay. Wow.
Excited.
Cutting edge, innovation. I love it. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more higher production shows on Twitch coming from individual streamers. I feel like there's been some networks that have popped up that have tried to, create the magic in the bottle or the lightning in the bottle, but have sort of fallen flat. But when an individual creator takes ownership over it, I feel like the community, inherently just rallies around it in the best way possible. So are you going to have a co-host? I'm trying to spill out as many details here without ruining the show for you.
That part has not been discussed yet. Potentially, are you trying to find something to be a part of?
Matt and I could be.
Listen,
Matt and I are available.
I'm not saying it'd be a good decision for you to invite me to be a co-host because
it wouldn't.
Yeah, that would go off the rails pretty quickly.
It wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, hold on. Maybe I'd be a good game show host.
We could make you contestants.
Okay.
That could be fun.
That I would not be opposed to. If in your consideration, we would really appreciate it. But
thank you.
It sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now I'm excited.
Hey,
are there going to be real prize money?
I think maybe some kind of prize.
What I think is really cool is, as you mentioned, and Matt, you brought up a great point, is like when it's your show and it's your baby and it's something that you're working on, your audience just gets so much more behind it, and they get so much more excited about it, and the natural involvement too. Like I think some of the funniest parts that happen with a lot of the shows that come up is I think the streamers do a great job of making the chat, which is obviously a live audience, but even have more interaction than like traditional TV shows live audiences, which can really just laugh or gasp or whatever. Whereas they'll involve the chat, whether it's through polls or them even being on screen in certain areas. And I love seeing how the different streamers have done those things to involve their chat a lot, which is, I'm sure, something that you're considering.
Oh, yeah. No, I love having polls and interactive stuff during shows.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I have not to cut you off, but I have a burning question.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, again, feel free to bob and weave at the Heisman if this isn't something you want to talk about. But in the last 2 weeks, I think the most viral clip that came out of Twitch was you opening up a box that had $70,000 cash in it, along with a lot of other things.
Dude,
is that like the first time that's happened?
Yeah, definitely the first time. I still don't know who it is. Like, I've tried asking people who have like, maybe they have money that I've met before. I'm like, did you send this? And no one's claimed it, except for people who obviously didn't send it. Like, it was me, Amouranth, in my DMs.
yeah.
I was like, okay.
Completely anonymous.
Y'all need to go to prison.
All right. No, yeah, completely anonymous. So I still don't know.
What are you going to do with the cash? Like, does it make you nervous to just like chuck that into the bank or?
Yeah, I feel like if I bring it to the bank, they're going to ask me a bunch of questions. And like, I don't have the answer.
It arrived at my doorstep.
Once again, ignorance is bliss. You just said, hey, listen, I swear to God, this thing just showed up in a black box in my house. You got to take it. Or we set up a money laundering business to clean it just in case.
Have you tried spending it? Like, have you tried using one of the bills if it's real?
No.
Because the first thing I thought was like, this is prop money, but I
thought so too at first, and I was like, it doesn't
You put it up to the light, or you got a Sharpie?
I put it up to the light. Didn't do the Sharpie.
Straight out of McDonald's, like anything over a 20, you got to put it up to the light.
That's a throwback right there.
That ass. Well, okay, so if you do want to launder the money, though, I got a great idea.
Yeah.
Hit me.
You just buy. Juvie is actually a front. It's not a real energy drink.
How are you turning this into a plug?
Well, we're just laundering money.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And it's so obvious, and nobody would believe me when I say it out loud. So now nobody has any idea if I'm actually telling the truth or not.
Wow.
So we need to buy some Juvie with that cash.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Money laundering it is.
It's dope. It's done.
That's the point of where we're at on the show. I mean, that is one of the most extreme packages you could ever receive.
Well, there's an iPhone, right?
There
and
was.
A security team.
Yeah.
It had a security team?
Yeah, the letter had like the number of a security team. Like, it's prepaid for security if you ever need anything.
Wow.
Like, ready to go. I'm like, what?
Wow. That's
It's weird because the note was like really wholesome. But at the same time, it's like, if I were to activate the phone and call security if I actually need it, would then this person know where I am? And is that the point? I don't.
That's the tough part.
Yeah.
Like for me, what I'm most curious about, women in gaming have to deal with the most polarizing communities, right? People that you necessarily, like for me, for instance, the only things that I really have to deal with are people talking shit about my gameplay, right? But I've never had to deal with aggressive, real life pressure. You know, it's like Brooke dealing with stalkers. And I'm not saying whoever sent this package is one of these types of people, but I'm just saying, like, for how long you've been on Twitch and what I see women in gaming deal with nowadays, the peace of mind, you just don't have it. Or at least that's how I would feel if I were in Brooke's shoes or if I were in your shoes. So is that one of the weirdest engagements that you've had with packages that have been sent? Do you normally open packages that are sent to your P.O. box?
Yeah, I normally do. Like every couple of months, I'll do another P.O. box opening. Some people are definitely insane. I think this last opening, along with that package, was a separate guy who sent 27 individual letters, like clearly not mentally well. So it definitely does get scary. And then, of course, you have the stalkers, too, that show up. So
Wow.
Damn, I feel like
I just don't even know how I would deal with that. I got a lot of respect for you to be able to keep going. That I no bullshit. Like that shit would terrify me. And and it's crazy that now that women have just been exploding in gaming, rightfully so. I mean, there's got to be a platform where anybody from whatever walk of life, whatever background, should be able to have their own moment and their own spotlight for whatever content they're creating. But it's just something that I don't have to deal with, and I feel awful about it.
Yeah,
but I also haven't been sent $70,000 in cash. So maybe you take the good with the bad with the good.
That rarely happens.
That's the outlier. That's the outlier.
If anybody wants to stalk me
and send you 70 grand
with some cash, I'm in.
All right.
Sorry.
Thanks for getting that out there. Maybe the person that sent it to Amouranth will switch to you. It's exactly what they're looking for.
Brother, I don't know what you're into or what you trying to. If you want to go golfing, hang out, watch some TV, I got 550 movies on Apple Plus.
Wow.
I buy them because I like to rewatch them.
Great.
Why pay $10 to rent when you could pay $15 to own?
These are all really great points.
That's a good point.
It's an investment for my happiness in the future. Neither here or there. All right, best and worst package ever received. $70,000 not on the table.
Okay. I kind of think the best and the worst were the same present, to be honest.
Wow.
This also in this past opening, a lot of crazy things happened besides the 70,000. Somebody sent me their fart jar after buying one of mine.
Oh my God!
Wait, when you say and they bought one of mine, you make?
I've done that before. Yeah, I've had fart jars. This past year, at some point in the year, it all kind of blurs together.
You need this. So now
fart jars?
Do you want one? I can send you one.
You know what?
Send it to his private
yeah, all right.
Address.
The 100 Thieves holiday party. We'll lob it in the giveaways. One fart jar from Amouranth.
JHB would come sprinting in. Hold on. Okay, so I have a couple questions on that. One,
how do you make a fart jar?
Well,
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get into the fart jars in a second because I have questions about that. But for the fart jar with what they sent you, do you then have to? Is it like not courtesy to not smell their fart jar? Or did you just put it to the side and say,
I put it to the side.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared. If I'm going to open it, I kind of want it to be when I'm like collabing with like a guy streamer and have them smell it. Or if I'm on one of my like Tinder dates or something, have my date smell it.
Wow.
I don't know.
See if they're really invested in your happiness.
Yeah. See if they can hang.
That is a good way to test someone's like true, like, it's like the whole snake venom question. Like if my boy got bit on the dick by a snake, would I suck the venom out?
Yeah.
And like I would do that for you in a heartbeat, man. And it's like a fart jar thing is the same thing. Like, yo, smell this fart jar with me. And if you're like, no, I can't do that, then it's like you're not a real one.
This is the wildest Friday I've ever had.
No, this podcast, I'm loving every second of this right now because this is exactly how I wanted it to go.
We just did High Ground and Gundam, right?
Yeah.
We just did 100 Thieves Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not trying to start a mood board here for you, but if you want to take fart jars to the next level, you do a collaboration with White Castle, okay? Have you ever had White Castle?
No, I haven't.
We're taking fart jars to a new level in 2023. Fuck the game show. Fart jars with White Castle.
Yo,
I'm telling you.
I'm down.
You'll be printing cash. And then we
Flavored
come
fart
back
jars.
and launder the money with Juvie.
Again, back to that.
Boom.
Okay, that's smart. Flavored fart jars.
When did all right, we got to get off the fart jars. The people that are watching outside right now are probably unbelievably confused.
No, we don't have to get off any topic we want. This is our show.
I know.
We could talk about whatever we
I
want
just
to
don't know
talk
how
about.
much deeper we can go into the fart jars. What else do you sell?
I've sold my hots of water.
I've
like
seen
in a jar.
I've seen water.
Yeah.
Not to cut. I cut you off too much.
Was that a successful endeavor?
Yeah, I would
Yeah?
say so. The profit margins are insane.
I can imagine on water.
Well, what's your water bill?
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know because I have a pool in the back, so it kind of gets distorted. Yeah.
You're
Wait,
selling
that's-
pool water?
Wait,
No,
that's
my hot tub, like in my room water.
Oh,
that's an infinite money glitch. If you it rains, you get in the pool,
Yeah.
then you sell the pool water
Yeah.
as Amouranth.
She's making
water.
Minecraft feeders.
That's literally an infinite money glitch.
It
You
is.
just discovered it.
Being a
Holy-
woman
I'm
does have
so-
its perks.
I'm so far behind though because I feel like there's an audience who would buy ours too. It might not be as big of an
absolutely.
audience, but this is what I talked about outside with you is that I really need your advice because I want to capture the gay bear community on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's probably my next endeavor in the next couple of years.
They would totally buy your farts and your water.
You are giving me so much clarity on what my next move is because I've been trying to think from a strategic business perspective where I want to go next, and I'm being dead serious. This might be like 2024 where I go.
I would support you.
You have
100%.
a management. Do you work with like a management group?
I have my own.
You have your own.
Yeah,
for
real
you.
work.
What's it called?
Real work.
Real work?
Can
Yeah.
I would love to hear more about it and what the process is and how you came up, like how it came to be.
Yeah, so like over the past few years of content creation, I built this like amazing team that helps me run everything that I do, and I decided to share that. And so now we take on other clients at the moment, mostly like other OnlyFans, Patreon, Fansly creators, some Twitch streamers too. And eventually, hopefully, we'll go more mainstream with it and just include other platforms also. But yeah, right now, the main drivers are the OnlyFans. So if you're looking to set that up, I got you.
Can you comment down below on this podcast? Like if I should really take this more seriously, especially if you're a gay bear lover watching this, if you're in, because I've heard from a lot of my friends that I should get in on this, who are in the gay community. So I'm
they would love
really
that.
considering it. Okay.
Just do some videos like in the gym, like all sweaty.
Yeah, because I'm really hairy.
I could rub baby oil on your back. We could shave your hairs and sell the hairs.
That's a PPV right there. Pay-per-view.
I'm telling you.
Fuck the CouRage Nadeshot Show.
Dude, I'm
It's
telling
dead in the
you.
water.
No.
All right? We're collaborating on this OnlyFans together.
Amouranth is a business queen, and she has so many business verticals we need to get into.
Yeah, and actually, too, like, not even to take away from the jokes, but I'm more curious, and I'm sure you've told this story before, so feel free to condense it as much as you want. But I remember years and years and years ago and seeing your name on Twitch. And I just remember the amount of controversy that was revolved around your stream and the way that you program it and what you do on stream. Obviously now, well accepted for the most part. I think people have really put down the pitchforks. And I actually, to me, everybody would always come into my Twitch chat at like, hey, how do you feel about non-gaming content on Twitch? I'm like, guys, this platform has evolved and changed so much over the years. How can you expect a live streaming service to just be specifically gaming? It's not like somebody's got a gun to your head and is telling you to watch this shit. Go enjoy what you want and let people enjoy what they want to watch.
Yep.
So true.
So for me, I'm just curious, what was the come up like? When did you decide to pull the trigger on streaming on Twitch? Like, where did the idea start? And really just the origin story.
2016 is when I started streaming on Twitch. At first, it was mostly cosplay and gaming. I think Overwatch 1 had just come out around that time. So I was doing like Tracer cosplay while I was playing as Tracer in the game. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
At the time, that Twitch was really pushing their creative category. So they wanted cosplayers to come make costumes in it. So that's kind of how I got partnered quickly. Because I think at the time, gaming was you needed 500 viewers to get partnered. But creative category was kind of a loophole. You only needed 100 concurrent viewers to get partnered. So kind of slid my way into there. And then after a few months, I guess I stopped pushing creative category, kind of like re-ramped the way the site promotes categories. And so then I switched to, I think it was IRL at the time, and just kind of became a variety streamer instead. And here we are, I've turned to just chatting.
Do you remember a distinct moment where you felt like the rocket was taken off? Like the wall was broken and, oh my God, I'm going to make a living from this? Because I don't know what you were doing before. Were you going to school? Were you working? Were you just hanging out?
I still technically have a character company for like kids' birthday parties, hospital visits and stuff for like Disney princess, but obviously not actually Disney. So that's what I was doing.
That's like the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
It was so fun. It was so fun. But yeah, that's basically it. I was doing that during the week, and then I was doing Switch streaming like at night, parties on the weekends. So
you grinded it out.
That's a hustle right there. I love it. I love it. And now, obviously, it's been so majorly successful across all different things. So first off, congratulations. But what I find so awesome is I've seen you publicly share business ventures you're excited about, what you're getting into, because you've also shared like some of the real estate things that you're into, or what
you're a real estate mogul too.
I would love to hear a bit more about that, because that to me is super, super exciting and one thing that I would love to get into.
Yeah, well, the only real estate I have right now are the gas stations. Pretty much how it works is I put money towards a gas station to own the facility and the land, and then I will rent out that to the actual gas station. So I don't run the day-to-day.
Yeah.
I don't set the gas prices. I don't give away free Slurpees. I'm sorry.
You're basically Ray
I'm a
Kroc.
landlord, basically.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
And so that's something you want to keep expanding into, or you're like, okay, we got a good foothold in this, diversifying the portfolio.
Yeah, well, it's really just a way to get a lower tax rate, to be honest, because there was like a bonus depreciation clause.
These fucking rich people are so smart.
Yeah,
They
it's
are.
just-
They're way smarter
We're
than me.
definitely laundering money.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I can hook you guys up with that too if you're interested in that.
How did you
endeavor.
end up on gas stations though?
I have a good accountant who presents me like deals and stuff.
Oh my god.
Dude, we're so behind. I'm telling you.
Brother, I feel like a village idiot.
How
I'm
do you think
basically
I
walking
feel?
around drooling on myself, hearing like this
You should
staggering.
monetize that.
What?
Drooling on yourself.
Unfortunately, I don't think
I'm
anybody
telling
wants
you.
my drool
No,
except
man.
for
no,
my
they
dogs.
will. They will.
I'm telling you, bro.
Leave a comment below if you want his drool.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
why
I need this for my self-esteem too. So please.
coming into this podcast, all I was thinking was I want to leave it because I knew Amouranth would have so many great ideas of how I can just add means of finding income,
Yeah.
and this is all part of it.
Man, I'm actually blown away. I had no idea that there was such a comprehensive like background to like what you're doing in parallel with streaming. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because I feel like too, even nowadays, there's still this plateau that I feel like a lot of creators run into, and they deal with burnout, and then they wake up one day, realize, man, I don't know how long I can do this for, and there's no insulation around them. You know, it really just turns into this like black hole of what are my next 10 years going to look like? I can barely function today, and there's not enough outs for them. And so I just feel like insulation is the perfect way to make sure that you never feel forced to do what you're not enjoying anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. I think investing's super important because a lot of people just, they don't know about it. And then the internet fame can be so fleeting for many people. So it's like you have it for a little bit and then it goes away. And then it's like you have to go get like a real job.
Is there a drop dead date in your head where, you know, it's like, what's that Drake line? When I from Nothing Was the Same, I'll be done with it. Yada, yada.
When he was 35, he mentioned something about being done when he was 35.
When I'm not having fun with it, I'll be done with it.
Oh, nice.
Wow. So such an amazing quote for me.
job.
I wish that was a little smoother, but fuck
All
it. Is there a drop dead date for you where you're like, I don't want to stream anymore? Like I hear Tim talk about all the time. 5 more years and I'm going to Valhalla.
Yeah.
What?
That sounds like him.
I guess my plan is kind of whenever my passive income kind of at least meets level with like roughly the amount that I'm making now actively working, then I'll know that I can like not have to worry about it anymore.
I feel like with what the well-oiled machine that you've built, though, the passive income will definitely surpass at some point what you're doing day to day. But I don't know. I just catch the vibe that you're never going to stop working. I feel like you'd be bored out of your mind. Or like, what are your hobbies outside of streaming? Like, what do you do for fun? And is it sustainable to do it every day?
Basically, the only thing I do is I play with animals. Like I go to the stable where I board my horses and I'll go trail riding. And then I'll go play with my dogs too, take them to the park. I like going to shelters too and volunteering. And I've streamed a bit of that as well. Help raise money for that. So it's kind of what I want to do is just either ride horses, train horses, rescue animals, play with animals, maybe do some showing. Be fun.
You have horses too? On
do.
God, I
You ever
think she
ridden a
might
horse?
be Don Corleone. Like
She's
this
a
shit,
kingpin.
we fuck money laundering. We're gonna do it the right way now. I changed my
Oh, you're
mind.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
The talent agency is great. It's a tough business, and it takes a long time to scale. Margins really aren't that great. We're starting a production company. We got to write a movie about your life because this is the most unbelievable shit I've ever heard. Gas station horses, fart jars.
Who would you want to play you in a movie?
That's a good question.
That's tough.
I think I know Matt's answer for his own. Brad Pitt.
Well, if he's available.
Okay.
Maybe just ScarJo.
I mean, that's where
Yeah.
my mind goes. It's like that's it. Have you ever done a Scarlett Johansson cosplay at Black Widow?
Yeah, I've done a few different versions.
I need that costume too, please. I need to make that
You
happen.
want to wear it? Sure.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna.
I feel like you rip it yourself. I don't think we need ScarJo. I love Scarlett Johansson, but I think you play yourself.
I could do that too.
Yeah. I mean, you got all this time and all this money. Might as well. I mean, I'm sure you have an idea in your head if you're capable of acting. I'm sure you can figure it out. with all the other shit
I
you're
just
doing.
have
It's
to
like
be myself.
yeah, bang.
Yeah.
in your own movie. Everyone else is an actor, and then you're just yourself. That would be.
And I feel like there's been
funny.
a lot of crazy shit that has been happening in the last year, and so. I mean, we could even dramatize it even more, like throwing some like curveballs. This sounds like a combination of Better Call Saul, The Godfather,
True,
Breaking Bad, with a little bit of Dude, Where's My Car? You know, I don't know.
A little bit of humor.
I was trying to think of what movie would best represent fart jars, but
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
I was literally just thinking that on God.
Hey, we can make that happen.
We could play battle shits.
Yeah, we could. We could do all those things in the movie.
I'm down.
It would do really well.
Have you seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
No.
Okay.
That's
all that money.
Just killed it.
But you're not even living life the right way.
Okay, so you love animals and you have the horses. What are the chances that you start your own sanctuary?
That's actually the plan.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's more of a long-term goal, though. More of something to do as I get older.
And just like live your life in peace.
Yeah. I think
that sounds so peaceful.
Yeah, just got to save up the money for sure, because I don't want it to be dependent on like my social media career, because you get banned, right? And then you have all these animals' lives on the line.
Yeah.
And now we're not making like an Oscar-nominated movie. We're making Tiger King 2.
Yeah.
Back for the vengeance when fart jars go wrong.
She's in jail writing letters to fucking Donald Trump and Joe Biden. He has no idea who's even in office at this point. Like, please get me out of here.
We don't want Amouranth's story to go down the Tiger King.
Well, you know what's great too about Houston as well? Like the couple times that I visited, I was mind blown about like the diversity in the weather, the climate. I mean, I guess those two things are the same thing, but
is that
it is diverse.
Is that allowed to be mentioned, by the way? Houston?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good with that.
I mean, if she's selling fart jars, I would imagine like people know that it's got to be on the top of her Wikipedia.
That she sells fart jars from Houston?
No, I'm saying she's shipping them out.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure they're coming from PO address and maybe no address.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive to that stuff. I would have.
That makes sense.
Okay.
What other products do you think that you are still like considering selling in the future? Do you have anything on the horizon?
Ludwig and I are working on a little something.
Ooh.
I don't know if this word is YouTubeable. Fleshlight. Was that?
I've never heard of it.
It's kind of like a flashlight, but you know.
No. Matt's heard of it. Matt kept them in business for 6 years.
No.
Makes you see a different kind of light.
Can you?
Wait, so Ludwig's making his own fleshlight?
No. His team is helping me make one. We're marketing it together. It started off as a bit on the Yard, Ludwig's podcast, and he was just joking about it. Like, what if Amouranth made a fleshlight? Can you imagine her? She's just like in the factory with her legs spread, getting molded. And
yeah, what do they do? Pour concrete up there? Or?
Concrete?
It's kind of like
bro,
paper
you've
mache.
used a fleshlight. It's not concrete.
I'm not saying that the fleshlight is actually concrete.
Bro, imagine what that would be like. This is getting demonetized.
I've only heard of it a few times. I've never actually seen one in the flesh.
Brother, you had
pun intended.
V2, V3 through V9 of those things. You were the Don Corleone of fleshlight.
No. I see. Tough thing.
But now, see, Ludwig needs to release his own, but in reverse. I guess it's just a dildo.
Yeah, that's a dildo.
Yeah, okay. And that would probably be a really small dildo, too, so I don't know how useful it would be. Sorry, Ludwig. We're probably in the same ballpark here. Wow, so after that makes $300 million. That sanctuary, everything's going to be gold-plated once that gets released. It better be. See, I'm telling you, we need to make our own dildos. I'm not
brother.
Around here.
We
make a killing.
Focus on the OnlyFans.
You are heinous.
First.
OnlyFans first.
It's a progression train, right? You do a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. You gotta milk it.
That's smart.
If you go full out, here's
smart.
my cock. It's not gonna work.
Hey, you nice cock.
You give me 3 vodka sodas, I could get to that point.
I mean, I feel like we've got a couple Heinekens in us at this.
Well, these are alcohol-free, Matt. That's the benefit of the Heineken 0.0.
Amouranth,
great flavor. None of the alcohol.
I just want you to know that this has already been by far and away my favorite episode that we've ever recorded.
We've done 80 episodes or 85.
Well, the problem is that, and it's not a problem because I'm the same way. Like sometimes I'm a little bit more guarded about what I say in front of certain people, especially when the cameras are on. But like this is completely unfiltered. Like there's no denying that you're being your absolute self, and I love that. Like I wish our podcast was a little bit more like you know, listen, but it's other creators that come by. I can't knock the...
A bit more of a balance of...
Yeah. Not everyone's as free-spirited as me.
This is like straight
really
verbal diarrhea, and this is how I am 24/7.
Yes, me too.
I really appreciate
pure nonsense.
How much we're learning here, because I wanted to be able to dive into everything.
Do you know that Riley Reid had her own fleshlight?
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard.
You haven't seen it?
No.
No, okay. Who's Riley Reid?
Sounds like a superhero.
Oh, so yeah, she's... Hey, Riley. You're doing well out there if you watch this.
All right, we gotta pivot off fleshlights.
No, sorry.
How do we get back to Earth
for a second?
If you had an opportunity to go to space with Jeff Bezos, would you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would do it.
That's so scary.
Why
though.
take the
Aren't you
risk?
scared? Yeah.
Your money no good up
I wouldn't
there.
go by myself. But, you know, up there I feel like if I'm dying, he's dying. So it's like, at least, you know, like that would be interesting. The way to go.
That is probably the only person. If it's Jeff Bezos going to space with his company, I would feel pretty safe going to space. There's no way they're risking that.
Even then, I don't know. Rogue employee.
You think that far?
I think these people that are just going on the Blue Origin or whatever it's called are out of their minds. And here's the thing too, is I hate how controversial it's become. It's like, stop spending billions of dollars to go to space when everybody here is dying. I'm like, yo, listen, I understand where you're coming from, but the guys, we got to leave the planet at some point. Somebody's got to push us in the right direction. I got into a huge rant, and listen, I'm not defending billionaires by any means, but it's like everybody hates Mark Zuckerberg and what they've done with Meta and the Oculus, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, I know the guy sold data to Facebook. I don't need the fucking data. Sell whatever you want. Give me the ads. I like the personalized ads. It was like, hey, I've actually found some products that I didn't know I needed until I saw it. Whatever.
True.
It's going to be a little polarizing. I get it, a little divisive. But to me, Mark Zuckerberg, this guy just wants to win. And I want somebody like that pushing VR and augmented reality as far as the limits can go. Create new limits. You know, I know that there's incredible developers and software engineers that don't work at Meta. But I'm like, hey, I know you hate the Zuck. I get it. You think he's a lizard? I don't. But neither here or there. Stop giving him a hard time. Everybody wants it to fail. I'm like, yo, listen, I want to live in augmented virtual reality. Like, what's the movie?
Wally.
No, that's the going to space one.
Ready Player One. Like, I want to see that in my lifetime. Can we stop shitting on this guy? I'm trying to go there.
I just want a holodeck in my house. That's all I want.
A holodeck?
Yeah.
What's a holodeck?
Like Star Trek. It's basically a room, and I guess the way you could describe it is like it's projecting a virtual world, but it's like 360, like completely immersive.
Yeah.
See, I think what excites me from like VR, AR with streaming is, you know, Doc always jokes about the arena being wide open. Like, imagine if you could actually tune into someone's stream via VR, and it's like a real VR augmented reality type feeling, and it feels like you're there.
Yeah. And
with the goals that I know that they've shared that Meta has, which I think is interesting and exciting, is just where they see it going. That's where I find it really interesting, is like how immersive of an entertainment experience could it be? Does it feel like we're watching the CouRage Nadeshot Show live in the studio with them?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm excited too because, listen, I think it runs in parallel with traditional sports. You know, they advertise in the NBA sometimes where you can have the VR experience like you're courtside. I don't think it's fully fleshed out yet. I don't know if anybody in the comments has done it before. I would love to hear about it because it sounds like conceptually it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that there is a somewhat of a barrier of entry in terms of the spectator experience for esports. You know, you're really siloed on one player. You have to have like an incredible observer, make sure that you don't miss any of the action. And of course, with Doctor's Respect as your example, like creators bar none and just streamers in general will probably benefit the most. But I genuinely do believe that esports events, with all the skepticism that are built around it, once augmented in virtual reality, are a little bit more operable or integrated. I think esports tournaments become a lot more compelling.
Yeah, true. Because you go to one that's live and you're just watching people at their computers. But what if you could, through your headset, be on the sidelines of the actual characters battling on the field? That'd be way cooler.
Yeah. You're just walking around on Crash Domination, or that's COD 4, but you're walking around on Bind and you're like hanging out, just seeing everything go down. And
wow, I actually didn't think of it like that. I only thought of it as
like League of Legends, instead of an aerial view, you're actually like there, and they're like life size too, because you're VR and you're just watching from the side, like kind of like gladiator fights.
Oh my god, that would actually be so dope.
Yeah,
like
be sick.
in the game on like being able to maneuver around the team fight, and then with the goal of where they want to go with it, like what they're mentioning with their headsets is like when you shift your eyes to look at like anywhere in the image, it traces where your eyes are going and immediately makes that like the highest quality and as clean of a view as possible. Like that's where they're trying to go. So like imagine when that technology is seamless, because it will get there. I mean, they invested $15 billion last year alone in it. Like imagine where
the Saudis too. The Saudis just announced that they have a $40 billion gaming fund that they're going to deploy over the next like 10 years.
Whoa, it's a lot. It's crazy.
Billion with a B goes crazy.
I think it's only a matter of time.
Jeez.
You know, I know there's still a lot of skepticism around esports, but to me, it's like waiting out the breakthrough moments that will happen to give a better viewing experience.
Do you think we live in a simulation, Amouranth?
I don't know. Some days I think that, but I hope not, because then it's like, can you even do anything to improve your life, or is it just the trajectory of the simulation?
Whoa.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, but I think they've done a good job of hiding that. And I feel like I have free will. As long as I feel like I have free will, like I don't
That's
give a
the whole
fuck.
thing.
That's
right?
all you need.
Yeah,
Just
that's
the
it.
feeling. Let me just
and that's
pretend.
copium right there. Yeah, I've become more and more of a believer in it as I've gotten older, just because of how technology is and where we'll go. Like the amount that technology has advanced in 50 years versus the 10,000 years prior. You're telling me 1,000 years from now, with where AI is going and where everything seems to be heading, that we can't simulate a consciousness in some capacity? That imagine we are in a simulation where the overall real human version of us, quote unquote, is solving their problems by simulating millions and millions and infinite numbers of universes to solve their real life problems, and then they just cherry pick the things that work in those universes and apply it into their own. God damn. Tell me that doesn't make some sort of sense.
12 years ago, we were using flip phones, and now I'm in Unreal Engine 5, and I can't even determine whether it's a video game or real life. Think about that. 12 years.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast technology just steams ahead.
What happened? You said a brain blast.
Please, Amouranth, fulfill the prophecy of this podcast. Are you excited for Avatar Way of the Water?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Have you ever done an Avatar cosplay?
No.
That might be a big one.
I haven't done one.
You can take that from me. I'll take all the rest of the notes. You can take the idea for an Avatar
Thank you.
cosplay.
I've been talking a lot, but I just
super
want to give my pitch about Avatar 2.
All right, you have 32 seconds.
32 seconds. All right. There's a lot of skepticism behind Avatar 2
Yep.
and whether it'll be an immersive experience like the one was, when CGI really wasn't all that existent or wasn't cutting edge like it was in Avatar 1.
Yeah.
This is the most expensive film in the history of the world, right? This is filmed on certified IMAX, natively filmed in 3D.
Whoa.
If you watch it in 2D, you're literally getting an experience that was never intended for, right?
Yep.
The pressure that James Cameron has to deliver on the highest grossing
movie of all time.
People are going to go see it just to try to hate on it. And now we got all the reviews coming out from the first press critics that you sent me.
Yep.
And I was bricked up as soon as I saw the link.
Yes.
This is going to be the greatest film experience of all time. Now, I want to reiterate here, though, or not reiterate. I want to make sure you understand, plant my flag in the ground. I'm not talking about whether you enjoy the script or the character development or how you feel when the movie unravels and everybody starts interacting with each other, right? Yeah. This truly is, objectively speaking, the greatest cinematic experience of all time. It's the most expensive film. It's literally the only movie.
Wow, that's a big claim.
No, but it's not a claim. It's a fact.
That's a big.
It's the most expensive movie of all time that has truly been filmed in a format that we have never experienced before, except for the original Avatar. And I'm sure there's been other movies, so fuck me if I'm wrong. But my point is, 3 hours, 10 minutes.
Oof.
You're gonna feel like
it's a long movie.
You're in another world because you're on Pandora.
Again, we are not sponsored by Avatar.
I wish I was.
But Avatar, if you watch this, you can sponsor our podcast, and it might make the difference on if it's the biggest movie in the world or not.
James Cameron, brother.
We should try to get him on the podcast.
That would be
He ain't
sick.
coming on our podcast.
No, probably not. But it'd be sick.
Amouranth, you're supposed to help lift me up, not bring me, not tear
All right,
me
I'll
down.
tweet at him and see what I can do. I'll see.
Wow,
We'll see.
holy
We'll try
shit.
it.
James Cameron, go through my tweets. In the last 12 years, all I've been doing is a guiding hand of support. I've been waiting. This is like my fucking I'm so excited.
Well, I'm pretty sure like Toast has said, like this guy's Toast has said that like his dream is to be in the next Shang-Chi movie, and like he's been doing a ton about that the last year, everything along those lines. This is your start, like this is your big thing. Imagine you're in Avatar 4, the finale.
No, I don't deserve that, but I would like to be in National Treasure 3. That's been my dream.
Okay.
I just want to experience Avatar.
That's a low bar.
I don't want the...
That's a low bar.
Compared to Avatar.
It is. It's actually quite a drastic difference.
Fuck both y'all. National Treasure, the original Nicolas Cage, and even the second
You have 32 seconds.
was an incredible film experience. All right. And I don't want to be in Avatar 4. I don't want the movie magic to be broken in my head. Then I won't be able to enjoy
I get that.
from the sidelines.
Sure.
Again, ignorance is bliss. We must remember.
Do you have a dream person to collaborate with?
Like movie-wise or just
Anything in
general?
life. Like maybe you want to make a product. Maybe you want to start a business with them. Maybe you want to
Dream person.
stream with them, be in a movie with them.
God, I've never really thought about it. It's a good question.
Mine was Ariana Grande, and then we made a music video together. So
Did you?
yeah, that was it. And now
Now
my
she
life
doesn't
has no
answer
meaning.
your calls anymore? Or?
Nope. Actually, I never even got her number. Made her a whole Pokemon poster thing, and
But he just got a crumb.
cried to
Oh,
it.
I think I would want to be in a Lil Nas X video. I think that'd be really fun.
Ooh.
I think you
Yeah.
just need to join 100 Thieves at this point. We've done a music video with Lil Nas X.
Yep. In this room.
That's all I got, actually. I don't have anything
We don't
after
really
that.
have anything.
In this room? Wow.
Yeah,
in
we
this
had
room.
when our League of Legends team won the LCS, that their like theme song was his new song, and between them and Riot Games, they were able to collaborate with him and made it happen here at the compound. He was awesome. He actually asked me right here where we're from, and I said, "Oh, we live in LA," and he's like, "LA, whoa, that's crazy," and he made it seem like he's not from LA, and then he said, "I live in LA too," and then he asked us if we do drugs, to which we answered no.
My story's not as fun.
Is the answer different now or?
I'm not a big drug doer.
Same.
I don't do drugs. I don't, and I also drink responsibly. That's why I'm drinking Heineken 0.0.
Lil Nas X in this room, I told him, I'm like, brother, I've been listening to some of the albums. It's actually incredible. And I had been listening to the album. But you know how like you're in the car, you just got Spotify rolling?
Mm-hmm.
He says, all right, bet, name one song off the album. Drew a blank. And then he just like, he said, that's what I thought, and walked away.
Whew, that's
I think he was joking
cold.
around, but my social anxiety and awkwardness was like, fuck.
Matt, we haven't heard from him since then. And that's why.
Bro, I still, like, I'll think about that moment maybe like once every month, you know, just get like just secondhand embarrassment of my own memories. You guys ever had that before? You're like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like in high school,
Every
like,
day.
why the fuck did I say that to that girl?
yeah, every day. I have that. Can you sing, Amouranth?
A little bit.
I feel like that's like a talent that you absolutely have, and if you don't have it yet, you can harness, and then like next, you know, you'd be making music.
It'd be fun for sure.
That's like is that another one of your side quests?
Yeah. I mean, I would like to make music. That'd be super cool.
You like country?
Some country songs.
Okay.
Matt, you still really have we had a guest on here yet? That's really
Oh, that's a good one.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
People
that
like
song.
country,
In
Jack.
a black tie affair.
Holy
Whoa!
shit. All right.
What the hell was that?
I'm just going to go home. I'm poor. I can't
No,
sing.
it was good. You
I
had
don't
the
have
twang.
gas
You had the
stations.
twang.
Yeah.
You can do it.
What is one thing that 100 Thieves needs to do that Amouranth can that you think we should
my
do? Can you give me?
What is your range of products that you've done before? Like a merch collab? Is that what you're saying?
We've done apparel collabs. We just did one with Jujutsu Kaisen. We've got the keyboard. We got the energy drinks. We got a video game we're making.
We could make an energy drink together. Gamer Girl bath water. And they come in little like jars, different flavors.
Bubble Bath Juvie.
We'll be
No,
in
we
touch.
Think of a name.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, let's do it.
Booby Juvie. Under Booby
Don't let
Juvie.
anyone take the idea though.
Yeah, wait.
Remove that.
Yeah,
Strike that one for
Just
the record.
mute this whole segment. They'll be talking, and it'll be like, and that'll just happen. Wow, Booby Juvie,
Booby Juvie.
and it tastes like milk.
No. Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
What?
We
It
have
tastes like
gone
cereal
off
milk.
the rails. I don't even know how long we've been running on this for. Thank you so much for embracing just this chaos. Because
Please tell me you've enjoyed this in some capacity.
Oh yeah, this has been really fun.
is there anything that you thought we might ask you that we haven't yet that you were expecting to talk about? Because we've been all over the place, and I just want to make sure you get something out of this that you can go home and say, I enjoyed that.
I've been enjoying all of it, so
Okay,
there's
good.
not really anything in my mind that I feel
If
like.
you both love verbal diarrhea, then you're in heaven right now.
Oh, I love that.
Good.
That's my favorite. Takes
you-
the pressure off of having an organized conversation.
That is true. I actually like that a lot.
God.
Okay, then I have one final question. What's the coolest thing you've ever bought yourself?
Ooh,
Hmm.
the coolest thing I ever bought. Probably my horses.
How many horses do you have?
Two. I have 2 horses.
What are their names?
Spirit and Chiron.
Spirit.
Spirit
That's the
sounds like he's
cutest
about to
horse name
win
ever. That's the cutest
The
horse
Kentucky
name.
Derby.
Spirit?
Is he fast?
No, they're big draft horses, so they pull carts. They're not race horses.
Oh, these are like the big fuckers that are
Yeah.
carrying Santa around.
Yeah.
On around the village.
Yeah.
No, you guys. Listen, I know the
Totally.
reindeers. I know.
Yeah,
No, I'm
exactly.
saying like you ever seen like
Similar type.
like the ones that are pulling the carriages.
Yeah.
And I associate that with Christmas and snow, I guess. Leave me the fuck alone, Jack.
Oh, I'm enjoying this.
I'm
Okay, so
unhinged.
Spirit, and what was the other one?
Chiron.
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 Wow. And their goal is more horses.
Yeah, more horses.
Is there a
Always.
it's like is there a cap on the amount of horses that you want in life?
No.
Wow.
The more the better.
But don't you feel like you can't spread your love to all of them equally?
No.
You just
You
handle it.
you do different stuff with them.
Wow. I have
Some
so
pull
much.
carts. Some you could jump over obstacles with.
Is it scary riding a horse? I've never been on a horse in my life.
I would say it's not scary if they're walking. If you're not used to them, trotting, which is like a faster walk or running, then it would be scary.
If you've never seen a horse poop though, that'll freak you out.
Actually, horse poop isn't that bad.
No, I know,
It's
but
not as bad as dog poop.
yeah, but doesn't there like
Well, really?
anal
Really? I'm
lining
seeing a lot
come
of
out a little bit?
Head
Isn't it
shaking.
what?
Like I remember when I was horseback riding when I was a kid, that seemed like a terrible idea, but just watching horses poop in front of me, I could have sworn like
Oh, it's so
the lining
funny.
of their comes out.
I mean, how do you know yours doesn't do that?
Oh.
I feel like I would feel that.
You think so, but have you ever looked?
No,
Now this,
I haven't.
I feel like this is the perfect full circle moment of the final
We're all
peak
animals.
of where we need to go content wise. When the shit hits the fan, literally.
I hate
We
poop
do
talk.
this.
I don't like poop talk.
I'm sorry. We can move on.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about poop, but it's like I don't like the word.
Well, since you go to Houston so much, let me know when you're out. Maybe we go horse riding. Be fun.
Yeah,
I almost just choked on air.
I don't think I'm gonna get on a horse at 30 years old. I gotta be honest with you, but I appreciate the
What is-
offer.
Oh, he's
You're not.
scared.
You're not 90.
He's scared.
Me
It's
and
okay.
Haley though, we like
I
hit we
understand.
hit the fucking spa while we're the home for Thanksgiving. Like that's more my speed. I'd rather be getting a couple's massage with the oil, with the warmth, Haley by my side, and just getting fucking pressed. I mean, they were just digging elbows in it. I felt like I had gone to heaven. I don't want to get on a horse, and then I got to be outdoors. I'm
feel
gonna let
that.
you do the horses in the gas stations.
I respect it.
If Maddie and I come visit, can we come horseback
Yes.
riding? Okay, great. And I've never done it, so I'd be very scared because I feel like horses are the type of animal that can sense humans' fear or the way that they are.
Well, the cool thing about horses is they can hear your heartbeat from 4 feet away. And that's how they can sense, like, if you are, like, calm or if you're trying to plan some sketchy stuff. And
Really?
They're herd animals. So when one horse sees a predator, the other horses will hear its heartbeat elevate. And they'll look around, too. And that's how they know there's danger.
Bro, that is some anime type stuff right there. That's
No,
some,
that's like Avatar type shit. We got to stop killing horses.
what on
true.
earth? Wow. Well, Amouranth, I'm so grateful for you coming on the show today. I feel like this episode opened my mind to so many things. I have so many things I can't wait to tell Maddie about. I have so many things that I can't wait to see the comments down below.
How do you go about making a fart jar?
Okay, so you get the jar. I keep do strategy. Okay, so I have just empty jars, like a box of them in my bathroom. So when I gotta go, sometimes you have like that gas wall before you have to take a shit.
Yeah.
So then I just like grab one and I put it there and like I do the fart and then I quickly get the lid. And as soon as it leaves my butt cheek, because I keep it pressed against it like a seal, right? It's like you jar it, you set it aside.
It's like a suction.
Yeah.
How do you know it works?
I don't. People say it smells, so I guess it works. I don't ever test it because then I'd ruin the product. If you open it, it'll escape.
Can you just imagine hitting the FedEx with a box full of jars? What are you shipping today?
To them, that's empty
Don't
jars.
ask.
They don't know.
That is true.
That's deceitful.
It is.
And you know what? I love it. Amouranth, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I feel like I want to have you on for 20 episodes in a row.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I hope you enjoy the time out here.
I did.
And we need to go. Did you get any merch yet?
I'm working on the merch. There's a fleshlight coming. There's also obviously the fart jar, the hot tub water, and there's a body pillow too coming, like an anime version of me, front and back, different sides. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty sick. But basically all my stuff is always on downbad.com. That's just like.
That's
like my link tree.
Downbad.com. All right.
Yeah.
I feel like you should start spitting into jars.
Or like,
yeah. I feel like making a fart jar. It's a lot of process, but you could just be sitting here.
Or
That's
yeah, like,
true.
And you do it for like a 5-hour stream. You charge a premium for that one. Like, hey, you just watch me bake this for like the last 5 hours.
Is the bodily fluids illegal or not?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Or people can like pay for like custom insults, because aren't people into that too?
Oh, I have a lot of people who like that stuff on OnlyFans. So
we just found out that Jack is very dismissive in bed. He likes to be yelled at.
I like to be slapped in the face.
Do you?
By Matt.
I was talking about this on stream.
No,
I've never
I
really
don't like to
understood
get
the
slapped in the
choking
face.
thing. Like I don't enjoy
either.
the choke. Like I don't.
You're
6 to
just so
midnight,
close-minded.
midnight to 6. You know, it's like can't do it.
Wow.
maybe we just gotta try it to know.
I don't know. I'm not.
Let
gonna
Haley
choke
choke
any
you,
women.
and then we'll do
I'm
another
not gonna
episode.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I don't.
You know what? And then we're about to film another episode, just you and I. I'll choke you in the episode. And we'll see how you like it.
I don't want to be choked, and I don't want to do the choking.
Can I watch for that?
Yeah, sure. Please.
I mean, we got a whole production team. I guess one more is not gonna hurt us.
He's getting the glasses going. He's ready.
It's just like,
oh man, guys, this was a really fun episode of the CouRage Nadeshot Show. Heineken, thank you. Heineken 00 for everything and sponsoring this episode, and I hope it's exactly what you wanted and more.
Oh, it's more.
It's more. Oh, it's definitely. There's one thing we do. It's always provide more.
This is a great episode.
Oh, we're not touching a thing on this. Well, actually, if you want us to cut something, but either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Amouranth, thank you for coming on the show. Her links will all be down in the description. You guys know who Amouranth is. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. YouTube, goodbye.